Room on Fire, once did they have you chosen as a producer for that and said, hey, we're going to replicate this and kind of do similar fashion, or how did that all that work?
They told me, hey, we really want to use the Radiohead producer. And so they started it with Radiohead's producer again. So, yeah,
Were you
go
heartbroken again?
yeah, I was heartbroken. And this time I wanted to punch somebody, but again, I was just getting busy with other stuff, and I got a call. I was living in London by then, and I got a call at my house in London from the manager of the Strokes saying, "Hey, how'd you like to come to New York?" Like, what for? Oh, to record the Strokes' second album. Oh, okay, I'll be there.
So when you come in to do the second album, you no longer have your studio because you're not based in New York
Right,
anymore.
right.
Did they have a studio picked out, or how did any of that work? Like, where did you come
I
in on the
uh,
process?
when Ryan Gentles, their manager, asked me to come to New York, he said, "Well, you don't have your studio here anymore. Where do you want to record?" And I said, "Go have the guys check out TMF Studio." I had just recorded Regina Spektor's album there, and in my
Soviet
mind,
Kitsch.
it was a damn good place to work. It had everything and was really cool and nice people there. And they went to look at it and they said, "Well, we will work there if you decorate it like the old studio." So I sat around sending out some people to kind of make it look like my other studio, and we started working at TMF.
That's really cool. Interesting. So they wanted the same vibe.
Yeah, they wanted to feel that same way they felt during the first album, but on the new one.
Well, what's so great about those first two records is sonically, I they're similar as far as like the Strokes sound, of course, but Room on Fire is a little bit more hi-fi. Um, Even though it's still a lo-fi sound, it sounds like there was I don't know if you were using different microphones on everything or if they were experimenting with sounds. Can you talk a little bit about that and the change in approach for that second album?
Well, there's a couple things. They had been touring for 2 years, so they played hundreds of shows. And play, at that young age, when you play hundreds of shows, one of two things can happen. You disintegrate as a human being, or you get really good on your instrument because you're practicing like hell in front of an audience for 2 hours a night, or in their case, 42 minutes a night. But yeah, you get the idea. There was some monstrous improvement in the musicianship, even though they were great going into Is This It? This band that showed up in the studio for Room on Fire was another level of powerful and tight. So that's one thing. The next thing was we had 7 weeks where we made Is This It? And now we had 3 months of time to spend on Room on Fire. So all their attention to detail and all their perfectionistic playing, they just had more time to work on getting the vision right. We didn't use any more microphones. We still used 421 Sennheisers on the guitar amps, same instruments. There wasn't really that much more equipment used. Similar equipment was used, um, but they just had this incredible new ability from practicing new songs and more time to work on their ideas.